Hey guys, what you just saw in those clips were actually the garage that we're building in the back. That's actually not a house, which kind of does look like one, but it's actually a garage. We're gonna have a gym in there, all these types of stuff. We've been working really hard on it, and hopefully within the next 2 weeks it'll be fully built and we can start throwing all our stuff in there and parking our cars in there. For this video, we'll be answering all your questions, and so let's get right into it. For the first question, how's the country life during this pandemic?
We're not as quarantined as like other people would be, because I feel like if we had neighbors like right next to us, then we'd really actually be quarantined and we wouldn't go outside. But we can go outside because we have a lot of land. So
Second question, what do you love the most about each other? What I love most about Nicole is that she is very outgoing, and what I mean by that is you could be like the ugliest person, the prettiest person, the non-social person. You can be that any type of person, and this female will literally walk up to you and be like, "Hey, how's it going? I'm Nicole." That's her.
what I love most about you is nothing. I'm just kidding.
All around me are familiar faces, worn out.
Stop. No, it's how grounded he is. He's a very grounded person. He doesn't freak out in situations. He's very calm, cool, and collected. It takes a lot to freak you out.
I think that's really good about what's going on right now, though, because
I'm always saying that I'm gonna die.
everybody's out here freaking out, about this coronavirus, but you really just, gotta keep your cool and
Stay home.
do as you do, Do what you
Stay
gotta do to
home
stay
and watch
safe.
our vlogs.
Because you got nothing better to do. Boom! Third question. Can we time travel back to driver's ed? Those were some fun times. Shout out to Jordan. I know who this was. We would always go to Dunkin' Donuts since it was right next door, and we'd bring donuts. It was freaking a good time. Yes, I would love to time travel back to driver's ed. Boom! Fourth question. Bro, when you need your vehicles detailed and cleaned, I will probably need that after this pandemic, and I would love to help you grow your business. So you know what? Hit me up after all this. Boom! Fifth question. Reaction to pregnancy. We were actually just like chilling with my brother and I think my cousin, right?
No, it was Jose and your brother.
So
both of our brothers were with us.
We were chilling with my brother and her brother.
Chill.
We were gonna make a Walmart run, me and her, but honestly, we were going to go get a pregnancy test.
Because that whole week, he didn't believe me that I was pregnant, but I told him, I was like, I'm pregnant. I swear. I was like, I already know. But he didn't believe me, so I had to go pee on a stick.
So we actually went into Walmart, real ghetto-like we were living off of Mortar Block. We got the pregnancy test and actually took the test there in Walmart. And when she came out, she was laughing, but like crying at the same time.
No, I came out and I was like, I remember exactly. I was like this. And I did I was smiling, but also oh my goodness, what the heck.
She came outside and I was out there sitting in those chairs that they have there in the pharmacy department, and I was getting my blood pressure. She came out and I was like, for real. When I first saw it, my first reaction was like, my mind shot 50 to 1,000 steps in front of me, and I was just like, this is what I gotta do. Boom, 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 boom. And you know what? Bang.
It worked out.
Worked out pretty good.
We were pretty surprised. We cried in Walmart, but
Boom.
we were happy.
Sixth question. What's the story behind her name? That's all you.
The story behind her name is pretty simple. Her name is Isabel Nicole Gallegos. Her first name comes from my grandma, because I loved my grandma dearly. She was the best person on earth, and I loved her to death. And so from little me, I always knew I wanted to name one of my kids, not one of, just one of my girls, Isabel. It was hands down. I told him, we were driving, and I told him, I was like, I already have her name. We're not deciding anything else. I gave her my middle name because my middle name's Nicole. So I was like, I'm going to give her my middle name because I have my mom's first name. So I was like, ooh, I'm going to give her a little taste of me. And then Gallegos comes from this guy over here.
Boom! Question number 7. How did you guys meet? We met one time officially and one time unofficially. The unofficial time was actually at the movies. I was going to the movies to go watch a movie. I think it was Insidious. And I was going with my buddy Alex, right? And my girlfriend at the time was actually going to the movies as well. and they were going to watch the same movie. She was going with her, right? And they were like best friends. I met her because I went to go say hi to my girlfriend at the time, and this one was actually sitting right next to her with the hoodie over her head, with the ties all the way strung up, and she was just like,
little people.
and she was just like, "Hey, I'm Nicole," and I was just like, "Hi." The official time is actually, we were both invited to go to a party,
But her birthday parties never go through. Like, they always, like, something always happens to where her birthday parties have to be canceled. But this year, they didn't get canceled, and so I was invited. It was like all my little group of friends, and then she invited him, but he wasn't gonna go. Like, he thought he was too cool for us, so he wasn't gonna go. But then her dad invited him, so he showed up, and he was the only guy there for a long,
like an hour.
right, it was quite a bit of time that he was like the only guy there. Because my brother was coming, and some other guy was coming, but they were taking too long. And so we started swimming. So I was like, "Hey, are you gonna get in?" And he was like, "No, I'm gonna wait till the other guys get here."
And she thought she was all slick. She was like, "Why? You want some more wieners in the pool?" And I was just like, "Who the frick is this kid, man?"
Oh, it was so fucking funny, but also cringy. Well, yeah, because he was like super, like, it was literally all just girls. And I didn't think there was a problem with him just swimming with us. "Why? Are you offended that there's no other men here?" And he was like, "No, I'm just gonna wait till the other guys get here." And I was like, "Okay." And then I kept asking, I was like, "Dude, they're not gonna come anytime soon. Just swim with us." And then they finally showed up. And then the second they showed up, this man full on like swimmer's dives into the pool.
My boys showed up. You know how it is when the boys show up, you know? Gotta act up. But with that being said, this leads us into our next question. Boom! Question number 8. Who made the first move? She did. Same
Which
party.
is not like me at all. Like, I'm definitely the type of girl that's like, the guy has to talk to me first. They have to make the first move. But I was feeling a little brave that night. Which is funny because I didn't remember him from the time that I met him. And I knew like that he was my old best friend because I was not friends with her anymore. I knew that was him, but I didn't know that was him. And I like, nobody ever gets that. Like, I forgot that was you. When I saw him at the party, I just thought he was just a whole other guy. Like, just had the same name. Like, I had like no clue. I truly had forgot because I just didn't care.
And I really think the first move was made whenever everybody decided that we wanted to go to Sonic. And this one, out of the blue, was like, "I want to go with Nick in his Jeep." And then a couple of other people said the same thing. And I was just like, "I only have 2 seats." And Nicole was like, "I'm going. See you guys." So we went to Sonic together. And, you know, that's how things really kicked off from there.
Hey, but he was low-key flirting with me because he gave me his jacket. And then he took me to Walmart. Like,
If
he
you
was
know
all
me,
extra.
if you
Like,
know me, I am a gentleman. Period. You know what? Someone's cold. Have my jacket.
I was
That's
cold.
me. She was cold. My Jeep doors were off. The wind was blowing. It was that night. It was cold. She didn't want to say it was cold, but she was there like. Last question. Who is Issa's favorite? Obviously me.
He wishes.
Period. Point blank. Nobody
wishes.
else. Just me.
Nope. She sleeps on like my side. We cuddle.
Well, guys, that concludes this video. I have a draw to do. So, thank you guys for watching. Tune in next time for another video. Like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.